I'm hearing more and more about this every day, from people being accused of stolen valor to it actually being real, to people that actually did serve in the military but still being accused of stolen valor. So we're getting people that don't know what they're talking about, or people that are so quick to jump the gun. And now we have this incident, a very tragic incident, something that could have been avoided had people just kept their mouth shut. It's good to question stolen valor, like it is, but if you don't know what you're talking about, you probably should just walk away, because incidents like this can happen, especially when a real veteran has been under a lot of stress in their life. A lot of people don't know some of the stress that a lot of veterans go through, especially the ones that have actually been deployed, especially the ones that have been deployed. So let's go ahead and hear this tragedy right here.
People thought that the suspect was an imposter. I don't know if you could tell in that video. He was wearing a uniform, a military uniform, that a lot of people thought was fake. But it turns out he did serve in the military. 10 News anchor Lindsay Pena in the newsroom. I'm curious as to what you found out.
Yeah, and a lot of people thought this guy was impersonating a member of the military, but he did in fact serve in the Army. His name, Mark Dominguez. It took us a little while to confirm that information because the incident happened on Friday, which was the observed day of Veterans Day. Now, according to the military, Dominguez served as a private first class from February 2003 until August of 2004. We're also told he was awarded the National Defense Service Medal, Army Service Ribbon, and Global War on Terrorism Service Medal. I want to show you some video from last week. Dominguez was arrested in the gas lamp on Friday wearing the uniform that sparked so much controversy. Police say he got into a heated argument with a group of active military and vets who pointed out some issues with that uniform. They said he was missing a patch and displaying his rank upside down. The argument escalated and Dominguez allegedly pulled a knife and stabbed one of them multiple times. The victim was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. As for Dominguez, he has an arraignment hearing.
Okay, so from what it sounds like, this was actually veterans that actually accused this guy. So what it sounds like, this guy's uniform was fucked up, which does happen sometimes. Sometimes even veterans or active duty personnel, sometimes the uniform is a little fucked up. Sometimes we need to correct ourselves, And in this case, so you have veterans accusing another veteran of stolen valor. And from what it sounds like, the people that were accusing him got a little too aggressive, got in his face too much, and started, prodding a little bit. Ended up pissing him off and started this. Now, I'm not really trying to defend this guy too much. Like, I'm really not trying to, because, he still stabbed somebody. So there's that. But, a situation like this didn't even need to happen. Like, it could have been avoided. Like what was so important that really needed to be addressed when they approached this guy? Like I said, I understand stolen valor is a serious issue and it does need to be addressed, but sometimes it's just better to walk away. It's really better to walk away, because even sometimes veterans, the uniform is a little fucked up.
Hearing scheduled for Wednesday. He remains in jail. His bail has been set at $30,000.
I wasn't really trying to defend that guy too much because he did end up stabbing somebody. But as I said, the situation could have been avoided had someone just shut the fuck up, walked away. Like, is it really that important? Like, is it really that important to get your point across? Is it really that important to start a fight? Yes, I understand stolen valor is a serious issue, but there are too many cases of real veterans getting accused of stolen valor when they actually did serve. Now, that's the reason why I started making these videos. Like, I understand. I totally agree that people with stolen valor should get punched in the face, should go to jail, but we really need to check ourselves when it comes to these accusations. So here's this video right here.
Veteran.
Warrant Officer 4, United States Marine Corps.
It doesn't matter in the civilian world.
Pull up Marine Corps order. You may not wear panties.
Okay. Where's your supervisor at that you're kicking somebody out the store for having on a uniform in
His son is a Marine.
It doesn't matter. Where's the supervisor at? So you're refusing to serve him?
I'm not refusing to serve him. I'm just telling him
Okay.
to take that.
How you came at him is so disrespectful. Okay? You could have told him, pull them to the side if you felt that way about your Marine Corps. I feel the same way about my Army, but I'm not going to allow you to disrespect that man like that by talking to him like that. Where's your supervisor at? Because you.
So what happened is this apparently this Marine, I guess she's a reservist or maybe she's a retired Marine or whatever, but she got offended because another guy was wearing a Marine outfit. Now understand that could piss a lot of people off, but you also got to understand that some of these uniforms get sold to civilians. Like, and the thing is, that is a very iffy line, right? So it's not actually illegal to wear camis. It's not. What is illegal is to actually pretend to be a Marine or a soldier, to actually have your insignia, to actually have our name and rank and all of that. But if you're just wearing camis, which some people do for hunting or whatever other reason, that's okay. Like I said, they sell them to the public. If it was really that illegal, why would they sell it to the public? They sell old camis to the public. You know, one thing that does bother me is how they sell the new uniforms to the public. And I'm not sure if they actually do that. From what it looks like, this guy is wearing an older Marine uniform to my knowledge. I can't really see it that well. Let's get a better look in the camera.
You're saying you're not finna serve him because he have on a United States uniform on.
He does, but he didn't earn that. I earned it.
13 months in Afghanistan. It doesn't matter. We all fought. It doesn't matter. Are you denying that man food because he's here? Are you serious?
Okay, look. So this is the guy being accused. Like, look at him. His boots are not up to the standard. The way he's wearing his hat and the way he's opening his blouse. So, yes, he's wearing a Marine uniform, but he's also obviously not pretending to be a soldier. Look at the way his boots are. Look at his blouse. That he's just wearing that just to wear that. You might not want to hear it, but it's not illegal to wear camis. It's really not.
Where's the supervisor at?
You want me to call him?
You can call him.
Also, I just noticed his hat doesn't actually match his uniform. If you actually look closer.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not denying him food. I just said he needs to take
Regardless,
that
you are
blouse
not
off.
kicking a man out the store unless
I
your
didn't kick him
supervisor.
out.
Yeah.
I just
hat.
You
asked
said
him to
he's
remove
not
the
going to
blouse.
be. You said he's not going to be in this store with that uniform on.
He's also not even wearing the proper shirt underneath that blouse.
Saying if he doesn't take that uniform off, he's not allowed to be in this store. You're not going to serve him. The way you coming at him is totally disrespectful. You could have came at it a whole nother way. Now we can move forward with this discussion because we are hungry and it's not about that. Okay?
Okay, can you ask him to please take that
No.
blouse off? Why
No.
does it matter? Because it's my uniform. It's mine.
Okay, so who you fighting for? When you was there, who was you fighting for?
But he didn't earn that.
Who was you fighting for? Was you fighting for him? It should not matter. We all the same.
Okay, I have nothing but respect for this woman because she was a Marine, and I guess she's still serving in the Marines or whatever. Nothing but respect for her. Nothing but respect for the Army guy too, actually talking. But she's also wrong. Yes, it is her uniform. Yes, she earned that. But he obviously bought that at a civilian store. You look at the way he's dressed. He's just wearing the blouse. He's wearing the pants. Now, if it's actually illegal to actually wear that particular uniform that way, then okay, then I'm wrong. But to my knowledge, it's actually not illegal to wear camis. So I understand why she's offended. I totally respect that. I think she's an awesome woman, But I see why she's offended, but at the same time, she could chill a little bit because I don't see it as a big deal. I'm not a Marine. I was in the Army. So if Marines get offended by that, I totally respect that. That's cool. But to my knowledge, there's nothing illegal about it.
Color green, it don't matter. It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Where's your supervisor? I'm done talking about it. If you don't want to serve, get somebody that want to serve.
Rick, stop trying to change the way you've been acting.
No, that's fucking totally disrespectful. I did 13 months in Afghanistan, 7 months in Kuwait. He can put on whatever uniform he wants to. I fought for that freedom and that right, regardless. You are not going to do that to him.
Why they sell? Why ain't they sell?
Because you bought it at a thrift store or something. Because my
Yes, he bought it at a thrift store. That's the point. Bought it at a thrift store. Okay.
uniform does.
It doesn't matter. Listen, you have customers here right now ready to serve. You're not in the Marines at this time. You are working in a deli and it's...
It doesn't matter.
You are not. People is ready to eat. Can you serve?
I see both their points of view. I understand why he's mad. I understand why she's mad. Although she is kind of in the wrong because he's actually doing nothing illegal. You know, the whole you can wear camis, but you can't actually pretend to be a soldier or marine or navy or whatever. You can't actually have the insignias or the rank. Actually, someone once told me that it's actually not illegal to wear insignias, which I'm not really sure if that's true. But I still wouldn't test it anyways. Just don't wear insignias. Like so if I saw someone wearing insignias, I probably wouldn't say anything, and I knew they weren't a soldier or whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever, because I don't think that's illegal to my knowledge. But if it is, then they should be called on their bullshit. So, as I said, I know why she's mad. I know why he's mad, obviously. But to be fair, she's actually more in the wrong because he's actually doing nothing wrong because he probably bought that at a thrift store or a military surplus or whatever. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. That's all I want to say today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm gonna be talking more about stolen valor and other things like that related to this topic. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out.